move Amendment 7 in my name. And Minister, the reason for this amendment is to look for equality of treatment in terms of community employment supervisors. There's provision in the legislation under Section 12 and under Section 17 for the ex gratia scheme for community employment scheme supervisors and assistant supervisors. And I'm saying that the same provisions should now be made for TUS supervisors, rural social scheme supervisors and assistant supervisors. We shouldn't have to force both of those cohorts of supervisors now to go through the same long and protracted Labour Court negotiations to end up at the same result at some stage down the road. More and more of those staff are now coming close to retirement, and the same principles apply, I believe, in terms of TUS supervisors and rural social scheme supervisors, just like they do for community employment scheme supervisors. And I'm asking you to take this amendment on board to make provision for an ex gratia payment for all of the supervisors across these schemes, the CE supervisors, the TUS supervisors and the RSS supervisors. Thank you.
Thanks, Deputy Minister.
Thank you. Thank you, Cahirlock, and thank you, Deputy. Again, I don't like putting these reports into legislation, so I wasn't. No. But what I can agree to is to report to the Oireachtas on the matter, right? However, I believe I have to set out some facts here in relation to the ex gratia payment. It's a complex issue, as CE workers are not state employees. We know that. This agreement was reached with both unions representing CE supervisors, SIP2 and FORSA, arising from a 2008 Labour Court recommendation on pensions in respect of CE supervisors and assistant supervisors. The agreed ex gratia payment is in respect of workers covered by the 2008 Labour Court recommendation and not to any other group. It does not apply to our rural social scheme or TUS workers. The agreement I reached with the Minister for Public Expenditure and Reform to enter discussions with unions to resolve this long-standing issue, and I mind you it's gone on a long time, and it's complex, was strictly on the basis, right, that any agreement reached with unions was ring-fenced for this single group of CE workers. At all stages, both unions agreed that the discussions and any agreement only applied to the group of workers covered by the 2008 Labour Court recommendations. So following a ballot of members, both unions confirmed their agreement to the settlement reached by my department in consultation with DEPA to the Labour Court, and that settlement resolves any issues relating to 2008 recommendation. I'm pleased to say that the processing of claims submitted to date is well underway. We have received around 624 claims for this payment, and 480 are processed and ready for payment. And it is my intention that these payments will follow the enactment of the bill, and hopefully we'll have them through to them before Christmas. And as I said, I will report to the Oireachtas on the matter. So I'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Deputy.